What's up, gamers? Welcome to a new episode of Last Cloudia. Today is going to be my first impressions video. So what's happening is the new way they're doing the gotchas, which I hope they do going forward. Anytime they introduce a new banner, is they actually do a preview so you could see the character's potential, so you can know firsthand if you want to get them. So let's go ahead and check it out. We're going to go to the gotcha, and I am going to do a 10x pull today so that we can see if I'm fortunate enough to get the new swimsuit Lila, which will be really interesting. We'll see if we can get that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the pickup details. So we have Sea Princess Lilah, Terror of the Granite Seas, and then White Knight's Vacation. So we're just going to go from left to right. So we're actually going to start with the character herself. Now, the original Lila was basically a light-based mage. Really, really good in my opinion. Good stats and all that, good abilities. This version of her, which is going to be the alt version, seems very solid. Now, I will go ahead and make a disclaimer now that whenever I do these kind of reviews on characters, I will not be making comparisons to the JP server. I don't like going there. A lot of times there are subtle differences and different tiers and things like that. What I'm going to be doing here has nothing to do with JP. I'm only going to focus on global only, and what we see is what we get. So just wanted to make sure I throw that out there. I'm not throwing in anything else but what I see here. Moving along, so the first thing you can see is obviously how the character looks, and of course a lot of people like the waifu version of Lila. I'm sure there's a lot of people that's excited about them legs. But anyway, looking at her stats, because that's what we really need to see, the fact that her full stats at 100, level 100 is over 1,000 for intelligence, any mage with 1,000 intelligence, or 1,000 plus, is always going to be good for intelligence. Just like any kind of physical DPS character wants a strength of 1,000 at max level, so the mage one is always going to want to be at 1,000 int level. So that's perfect. We're glad to see that. Now these stats are based off of, and it says it right here, unit level 100, awaken, and all ability pieces are locked. So this is literally everything you get if you clear the ability board and everything. That's what she has, not including any equipments or other arcs that you use to help boost. This is just her solid. This is straight up her and who you get with her. So the end stat is fantastic. So she's good there. Um, MP being at 149 is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's all tons of MP boost things that you can use to learn, so not a problem. You'll be fine there. But the other thing that you need to look at, other than some of the stats, notice her resistance. She has two different resistance, which is good. So that's always a good thing. But the skill set is the main thing we want to see. So let's take a look at the skills. Alright, so once you've completed the ability board, high regeneration is decent. Cure All is really good. Resurrection is really good. So yeah, she has some of the basics that she needs. Now, she's not necessarily there to be a healer, so that's why you're not seeing a whole lot of things that restore HP. These are just things that she happens to have. Now, she's an ice mage, so she has the full ice package, the tier 1, 2, and 3 ice spell for free. The magic circles, which personally I don't even really care for the magic circles. Like when I was first playing, I thought it was cool, but as I've played the game, I've realized that the spells that let you do the magic circles and stuff, it just takes some time where you could be just dealing damage and going and kind of moving on. You don't really need the MP regeneration that much, especially when you have abilities you can learn that can, you know, make it to where it's unnecessary. So I always usually unequip those once I learn them. The passive skills, Backfire, which is good for her, increase int close to death. Moonlight, really good, increases int at max HP for free. Ice Boost, upping damage by 10%, really good. Ice Attack Raise, which I believe is good, not just because of the increased damage, but I think the SC cost is probably going to be kind of high. So with this being able to be for free is fantastic. And the best part, in my opinion, high level magic chat as a freebie. This is a ability that costs 9 skill points. So the fact that you get that free is fantastic. So obviously this is going to be someone you're going to be building as an ice mage character. The only thing that you'll really need to add to her is the, ice critical stuff, the ice high boost, things of that nature. But you have really the basics that you need once you fill up her ability board. And as you're leveling her and getting her skills up, I'm sure you'll be learning the stuff that she doesn't have. So, really, really good package. Good stats. Honestly, she's a really, really good person to get. Now, my understanding is this is a limited time gacha, which means that once this is done, you're probably not going to see her for a long time. Just kind of like the whole Christmas Theria one, which I was not fortunate enough to get, because I hear that she's one of the best, but I wouldn't know. But I think this character is going to be another one of those. If you don't get it now, you're really missing out because she's probably going to be one of the best too. I'm just going to say it right now. She's probably going to be one of the best mages you're going to be able to get. So if you're fortunate enough to get her, kudos. If not, I'm sorry. But if you also already have the Christmas area, you're fine. So don't even worry about it. But yeah, that's pretty much her in a nutshell. Abilities are obviously ice mage type stuff. Mercury Road is the long range ice combo attack in a medium area. So just a basic good damage. Saltwater, long range ice combo attack. It'll draw enemies closer. And then you have Summer Tears, which is a long range ice combo attack in a medium area. And it has a chance to inflict movement speed down. So slowing your opponent down can be good because basically, it's going to take them a while to get to you so you can move back and keep spamming stuff without them being able to potentially get to you. It's really, really good, convenient. And then, of course, our ultimate Shining Flood powers ice combo powerful ice combo attack in a wide area grants MP and regeneration effect to all allies. So she's still doing the whole like MP growth kind of thing, which is good. So yeah, good stuff there. And her traits, I think this is another one of the reasons that she's going to be really, really good. Uh, Able to perform critical with ice magic attacks. So magic critical damage plus 50%. So what does that mean? That means that whenever you're learning the MP abilities and the magic up abilities, you're going to also want to learn the crit up or crit rate up abilities too. Because if you can get those passes for her, that's going to make that more consistent, and you're going to be constantly dealing really, really good damage. So that is fantastic. I mean, that right there is going to make her a lot better than Zekas. So rep to Zekas. Now, if you don't get her, and go continue to use Zekas, but yeah, she's going to be a lot better. And then Beach Style is automatically activates Hydro Shell at the beginning of the battle. Hydro Shell basically gives you the damage reduction from all spells except Thunder. Thunder's the only one that's going to hit you, but the rest of them you're going to be shrugging most. At least half of that is my assumption. I could be wrong, but it's a really good defensive thing. So she's going to be a mage that is good against other mages, with the exception of lightning based mages, and that's pretty much what it boils down to. So I think she's going to be definitely top tier. I think she's going to be really good. This is just first impression, so I'm not setting the stage for how she's going to be in PvP or PvE. This is just me thinking personally that this is going to be a top tier magic user unit. Um, Things that you might say might be bad about her is the fact that she's specifically one element. But I think that that's okay because when you have abilities, that can increase, crit rates for your element and, attack buffs with your element for free, that's less good abilities you have to learn later. Plus the high level magic champ, so being stuck with only one element is okay. There's nothing wrong with that, especially when you have all that backup and all these good traits, passive abilities. So she's really, really good package. So I hope to get her. We're gonna find out here in a moment if I do. So let's go ahead and go to. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Let's look at the actual arcs. I completely forgot about them. Terror of the Granite Seas. So these are also going to be set at level 10 status. So if you equip the arc in general at level 10, break level 120%, which is cool. When an axe is equipped, chance to reduce enemy defense by half and deal damage. So that's pretty cool too, actually. I like it. At the start of battle, strength plus 40%. Returns to baseline over time. So basically, you get like a fast strength increase, like attack up at the very beginning of a lot of 40%. That's really, really good. So yeah, you want to put this on your DPS, obviously. You know, your Randys, your Sevias, you know, people like that. Really, really cool. So I think that the passive here is really good. The abilities that you can learn, Breaker, which is cool. Surprise attack, which is, you know, decent too. Skill charge one. The skill charge abilities. These are the abilities that make it to where a certain skill will basically increase faster. It specifically says restores some SCT in the top left skill at the start of the battle. So those abilities are cool. It's nothing that I'm crazy about, but it's cool. Terra Melt, which is good for any of those characters you're building on the whole research package, like I am with Prem. Increased physical damage dealt to enemies with status elements by 20%, so that's pretty cool. It's got Creature Slayer, so physical attacks are effective against creatures, and then of course Axe High Boost. So anyone equipped with an axe gets a physical attack of plus 25%, and boost to break level. So that's pretty cool. I like that. So overall, seems like a decent arc. I like it as far as like equipment is concerned. As far as abilities to learn, I think the abilities are okay. What you can learn is all right. The 100% ether reward is going to be Lapis, Axe, Jilvin. So basically, what this is a strength 200 plus. So that's good on its own. Just the fact that it has 200 plus strength. It's 211 to be specific. But anytime you see something with a strength of more than 200, that's really, really good by itself. Now, the ability greatly increased counter strength. So if you're putting this on, let's say you have a Melza build like me who makes someone very tankish, you got all the guard ability, but you're also using counter and high counter. Well, this will also be good for that defensive counter package for your physical damage dealer. So really, really good. I like it. Really, really good. So overall, it's a decent arc. SSR, worth having. And is it going to be top tier? I'd say mid tier, but it's still pretty good. And you have White Knight's Vacation. So this is an SR arc. So at level 10 status, when you actually attach it to a character, the battle start if close to death, fully recover HP. So that's interesting. Nullifies mind debuff when special gauge is full, max HP plus 20%, and cast regenerate. Okay, so it seems okay. I think this is more of the tank kind of a build equipment here. So you're gonna put it on your Melzas or your what's the other guy's name? Zuglas or Zuglas, whatever you want to pronounce him. And you know it's okay. And then the abilities you can learn: Tranquility, Dusk, Rapid Recovery. Let's see. So Tranquility is the mind thing when you're close to death, which is it's okay. Dusk at max MP, defense and mind are plus 20%. Okay, so this is probably a good buff for characters that don't use spells. So I guess you want to give it to your physical damage dealers so that they, because since they're not going to be casting spells, you can constantly have good defense naturally. So I think that's what Dusk is for. So it's actually pretty good. Um, and your tanks if you don't have your tanks casting spells. Rapid recovery, which is okay. It just reduces the time required to recover from effects. Magic defense up 3. High vitality, which is a new one, increases an ally's max HP by 1,000 and recovers HP. So that's pretty cool. It's a spell, so it's cool. And then fast vacation. This is the one that I really like, and this is also a new one. Automatically activates Brave, Aura, Protection, and Magic Barrier at the start of battle. So you have all those fast abilities that you can get separately for 2 apiece, but for 5 skill points, you can get 4 of them. So typically, if you were to do the 4 of them separately, you're looking at spending about 8 skill costs. This makes it 5. This is a steal of an ability if you have those kind of things. So yeah, you definitely want this on pretty much all your characters. I'm going to say that this is going to be a staple for any mode, whether it be PvP or PvE. I think this is a good thing to have. So fast vacation, I'm 100% into that. So that's cool. I love that ability. The skill cost is really, really good for what it does. So that's the part I'm hype about. I'm gonna say this is another mid-tier arc. I think it's pretty good. You know, some of the abilities are but I love the fast vacation. That's my favorite. thing that you can learn here. I still think Dusk is good too for your physical damage dealers. So Dusk and Fast Vacation are probably the ones you want to get the most. You might like High Vitality. That might be good for you. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about that yet. Of course, the arc attribute is okay, I would say. So it's weird, but it's okay. It's mid tier. So there you go. Oh, and the arc reward. You get Mel's swimsuit. Okay, so the thing about this one is a little bit different. Is if you looked at the notes of the game, if you equip this to Mel's, it actually changes her skins to the swimsuit skins. So if you're into that kind of stuff, that's cool. Now I like skins. Don't get me wrong, but this game doesn't have the kind of graphics that support me caring about skins. Unless I'm playing El Chronicle or Seven Nights, I don't care about skins. This, for those two games, I'll be 100% excited. This one, it's cool. It's all right. I just don't care personally. But other than that, it has really, really good mind buff for 85, and then a minor defensive buff of 5. It gives you plus 20 ice resistance and then minus 10 lightning resistance. So overall, it's decent, and it does have one status element, no, which is good. It means it's just not going to happen to you. It's decent. It's cool. You know, it's nothing that I would go out of my way to push to get. I mean, even with the Melza that I have, I doubt I'd even equip this to her. In all honesty, I think there are better things that you can get for her. But if you want the whole like new outfit thing and new skins, that's up to you. But yeah, it's okay. Again, I'm not that hype on it, but it's cool. All right, so let's go ahead and do a 10 times 10x gotcha pull. So let's see if we can get something good. And we're gonna wait for the whole animation to go. Let's see if I'm fortunate enough to get either the character itself or one of the new arcs. All right, so we got two of the squad, and boom. Now I don't think it matters how many people you have there. Ooh, got an SSR. So let's see what it is. Uh oh, it's something new. Did it get the character? Hey, got an SSR. Okay, I got Phoenix Blow. Okay, so this is something I don't have that's not in this banner for as far as being shown off. Uh oh, got another thing new. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The White Knight's Vacation, which is the one that has a couple of abilities I like. So I'm definitely going to be equipping that to certain people. Really, really nice. Now, if you notice on the top left at this particular thing here, the Gaia tree, I was saying in the last episode that if you already have something at max, it's going to give you Crimson gems, and there you go. Now you get to see it. That's what I wanted to show you the last time, but it didn't work out. But really, really cool. Let's just check out Phoenix Bowl since we're here. This is an arc I've never actually had. I like the arc, by the way. Really, really cool. Like, that's something dramatic about to happen. I like that. That's one thing I haven't commented on as far as how I felt about the game. Is that the artwork for the arts is really, really cool. As a matter of fact, I actually usually show these to my girlfriend every time I get a new one, and she'll comment if she likes it or not. But yeah, the artwork is really, really nice. So let's take a look and see what abilities this has. I wasn't planning on doing this part, but hey, we're already here, so let's make it happen. So you get Meteor Rain, which is a fire attack against all enemies. You got Fast Brave, so that's actually pretty good right there, if you don't have Fast Brave yet. Um, you get Giganosis, which is all enemies get mine minus 20, so that's decent if you're, getting that spellcaster taking care of everyone. Blind Nil, so nullifies blind, changes blind weakness to blind resistance. So this is good for your physical damage dealers. You don't want them to get blinded. Flame High Boost, now that's going to be probably the best ability you're going to get out of here because fire magic damage plus 30%. Now, I don't really have a fire build on any characters that I'm currently using, but this is going to be good for when I do decide to go that route. That's going to be really nice to see. So I'm glad I got that because I don't think I actually have that yet. And Awaken is the SC9 one. So let's see, recovers HP and increases strength, defense, mind, and movement speed when close to death one time. And this is okay, so this is an actual just ability that's equipped. Okay. Huh, so it recovers HP and increases strength, defense, mind, and movement speed when close to death once. Um, I guess it's okay. I don't know how I feel about that. There's probably someone out there that's like, "Oh my god, bro, that's legit." I'm like, I don't know. It costs a lot. I just don't know. I mean, it gives you a lot of stat boosts once you're low on health, but I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. It seems like it might be decent, but maybe I'm just too dumb to figure out why that's good. So, but overall, I'm cool with it. So that's awesome. And then it doesn't say the ether reward on the item, but on this particular screen. But hey, there you have it. And of course, we got the new SR that we talked about. So I'm really hyped about getting Dusk and Fast Vacation on certain characters. So that's gonna be tight. I'm looking into that 100%. But there you go. Beautiful. Well, thank you everyone for joining me on this vacation. Hopefully, this episode has been educational and you've learned a few things here. And remember, this is only a limited time banner, as it says right there. So, if you are really trying to get her, you've got about 11 more days from the day this video is being made to get that. Otherwise, you're probably not getting it later. So, if you're that kind of person that's got all the gems to spend, make it happen. But other than that, this is the episode here. We're going to be done for the day. Everyone take care of yourselves and have a good one. Keep gaming, y'all. Later.